All right, welcome into the third and final hour of the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. 2:30, Sean Henry from the National Predators will join us. And then 3 o'clock DVD, a real show. We got you this afternoon on your way home. As we said earlier, do something for yourself this week. It's not selfish. It is deserving to go out and do that. So I love our show. Chase had to step out for a moment. How things just kind of take a life of their own. And we're trying to find out where all the Krystals are. You guys are great letting us know. Sean, thank you. Let me know there's a Krystal attached to a gas station in Franklin. There's one attached to a gas station in Smyrna. So Krystal's still hanging around, right? I mean, still there, getting it done. And, of course, our question today is what's a gift for men that's the equivalent of flowers, bourbon, golf balls, 6-pack of beer, and a gift card to Home Depot or Lowe's is leading the way right now. We discovered on our show today, I found out what a Milwaukee power tool was.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I had no idea that existed.
I mean, look, if you need to drill something in some wood or some, get a bunch of wood screws and just put it right through, you just got to use Milwaukee.
So then we ask about, for some reason, we got on Cologne, right? And then we got all these coming on Cologne. Gino says, Spice Bomb, Night Vision by Victor Rolf. Have you heard this?
No.
I need to write it. Most compliments from both sides of the aisle. Now, I like that. So, Spice Bomb. If I look that up, Victor, and it's something not safe for work, I will come find you. Gino, thank you. Victor Rolf on that. Okay. 2459 says Prada Sport. That cologne smells amazing.
Prada?
Prada Sport.
I thought Prada was like a clothing brand / like purse brand.
Evidently, they make cologne. I did not know that. What was your go-to cologne in high school?
You're just going to look at me and be like, oh, my.
I do that anyway.
Axe. Yeah. It wasn't even cologne. It was just straight deodorant. It was Axe spray.
Oh, my Lord. I was not.
There was no cologne.
I had a list of 1 to 50. That's not on the list.
Yeah, there was no cologne used in high school because I was just playing football all the time. It was just sprayed up with Axe. That was about it. And
you're owning up to that, which I love.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to.
Man, for us in the mid-'80s, it was Polo. I mean, I drowned myself in Polo. Drakkar came a little bit later in the 80s, but Polo was the one that got all the ladies knocking on the door.
When I was forced to go to homecoming and prom, I did
Forced?
Yes, forced.
Okay.
Yep, I was forced to. So, yeah, I did wear that Polo. But other than that, at school every day it was all Axe.
Like, what do you think your dad's a little bit older than me. What do you think his go-to was?
Back in the day?
Yeah.
I would probably say Polo. Ralph.
I bet your dad wore Stetson. If he's listening, he'll text in. I bet your dad wore Stetson.
You know what my dad looks like, too. Yeah.
Stetson got popping the collar, got the perm going.
Used to have a mullet.
Cheesy mustache. I mean, that's everybody. That's a mid-'80s look for all of us back then.
You're right.
Had all that was going on. Let's see. We've got some more that are coming in here. Let's see. Byron says, I did Cool Water in college before Snoop rapped about it. Do you know what Cool Water is?
I believe that's a type of cologne.
Okay. But, I mean, have you ever smelled it?
No. Does it smell like Cool Water?
I hope it does. I don't know. Joy from Bellevue, there's one attached, a Krystal. There's one attached to a gas station in Dixon, and there's one in Belle Meade. Hold on. I don't have a Krystal in Donaldson, but you rich people got one in Belle Meade? This is unacceptable in my life.
Money talks. This
is unacceptable that I don't have a Krystal in Donaldson, but you got one in Belle Meade. All right, Joe, I need a physical address for this one in Belle Meade. I don't think there's one in Belle Meade.
If there is, it's definitely tucked away.
Let's see. We got your dad wore Brute. 1791 says Brute. Your dad's a Brute guy.
That's not my dad's last four.
No, I'm saying some guys.
Okay. That's not my dad.
Yeah, your dad's texting in anonymously to the text line to let us know. 2459 says Cologne High School was Polo and Cool Water. How do I not remember Cool Water?
I've never heard of Cool Water.
I bet Mr. Frazier has. Cool Water was big in high school for Cologne. We got a lot of Cool Waters. All right, I'll have to go check out Cool Water now.
So when you went to your prom, Joe, over at McGavick or homecoming, could you just smell the odor of cologne?
Let's have a little more emphatic tone on McGavick, not just throw it at McGavick.
Sorry, McGavick. The elegant McGavick High School.
We were anything but elegant. I need some more like passion, like McGavick,
McGavick High School, yes.
Yeah, we all wore that nonsense. It was disgusting. And then football, locker rooms, we'd all spray. We didn't have Axe, when I played, but it was, we all had Cologne, Stetson, Polo. I'm leaving some out that we had in high school that after a game on a Friday night, we'd all go to Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Donaldson, and we just smelled like cologne. It was like walking in Abercrombie and Fitch. It was that bad. We all smelled that bad. But cologne. I mean, it didn't smell bad, but we all had that same
scent.
Aroma. Yeah, everybody had that. And now it's evolved to body spray and lotions and everything like that goes on, which is fine.
I think lotions are a great alternative to cologne if you can't wear it.
That's fine, yeah.
Because there's some people that have the allergy to the skin or whatever.
Yep. Or you put the lotion in the bucket from Silence of the Lambs. I forget how the whole thing goes.
Yeah.
It's put in there. Anything going on in the sports world today?
Yeah, Vanderbilt is currently underway with Notre Dame. They were trailing after the first, so we'll see. They just went to commercial break.
Is this game on TV?
It is. It's on ESPN. You can also listen to the radio broadcast on 94.9 The Fan with ours. True.
Why are you not? Why am I just now finding this out?
It's
the Vanderbilt women. I need them to beat Notre Dame by 100.
It's on the Game Center updates. You can listen to Jake Lyman right now on the call on 94.9 The Fan.
All right, so what's the Vanderbilt women? We need to be talking more about this.
Yeah, they're ESPN right now. They are playing Notre Dame.
You don't know the score at all?
It's coming back from commercial.
All right.
But last time I checked, they were trailing.
All right, and they're playing down in Fort Worth?
That's correct, Fort Worth.
And there's Jake. I see Jake on Radio Row. There he is. All right, come on, give us a score here. Again, 94.9 has the Vanderbilt women playing right now. And put the score up. Goodness. 19-11.
About to be 21-11.
All right. They stole the inbound.
But Caleb Blakes is having a little bit of a rough start to the game, so that might – oh, boy.
Do you think – look, after watching like the Purdue-Texas game last night, going down to the wire and other things that happened, I think a college basketball coach – is the most stressful coaching job there is.
We actually have had this as a good question on Saturdays. What is the least important coach in all of sport? And I think we both said...
What the hell? That's completely different from what I just asked.
Well, it's the opposite. But like we said, NBA basketball coach is like the least important.
100%.
But the most important, I guess most chaotic, maybe college basketball. I'd say it's up there.
I mean, watching watching Mark Byington coach that last against Nebraska and just the stress that these college coaches – it happened last night with the Purdue-Texas game. Hoiberg, with his big mistake last night that he had.
Yeah.
Seeing how he was just – I just – the stress of all that.
Also, in that Purdue-Texas game when it went down to the wire, Texas, when they drove in and got the M1, what is Purdue thinking? Like they were up 3 points. Just let them score a 2-point basket and inbound it. Like,
was that 3 points?
Yeah, it was an M1.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay.
But they ended up still losing. But that just frustrated me. Like, if you're a good basketball player, don't let that happen.
No, and that's the thing is that, again, I mean, the Purdue coach, Chad Payne, the stress of all that. You look at Pitino. I know Pitino's in his 70s, but how many games has he been through where, and this is any college, or a high school basketball coach. NBA is different, high school but college. Is just the complete stress. All right, since we turn on the Vandy women,
they've had 3 consecutive turnovers. So it's now 23-11 Notre Dame with 6 to go in the second.
I need Vandy to beat Notre Dame by 100. All right, we got 23-13 now to do this. It's still early.
I give it some time.
6 minutes in the second quarter.
What's the text line saying, Joe, about some Krystals? I'm curious.
Are you trying to your conversation's going nowhere. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just asking. I'm curious to know if there is more Krystals or White Castle people in here.
Well, they're all flying in now. 5276 says there's a Krystal at Dickerson Road in East Trinity Lane in East Nashville. I did not know that.
Bless you.
I dropped my pen. That's okay. Dickerson Road, East Trinity Lane, Krystal in East Nashville. 1791 says 2 Krystals on Charlotte Pike. That's not on your neck of the woods, is it?
No.
Scott in Shelbyville says Brute by Fabergé was that's your dad's cologne.
I had a relative that just texted in. It said that my father wore Dracar.
Dracar.
I don't know.
Dracar,
it
yes.
was misspelled. I don't know.
Dracar is the best, worst-smelling cologne of all time. Everybody that's over 40 years old that works in this building has had Drakkar at one time. I guarantee Willie Donick had Drakkar. I guarantee Derek Mason had. They'll deny it. They'll deny it all day long. But those two dudes are in their 50s. They've had Drakkar.
They'll be in studio today. You can ask them.
They've had it. 7771, thank you. From it puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again, put the lotion in the basket from Silence of the Lambs. Thank you so much. See, I tell you, our text line, you guys are brilliant. We are nothing without you guys. 1847, the Springfield Krystal is the GOAT.
Why is that?
Yeah. 1847, why is the Springfield Krystal the GOAT?
They give you extra fries. They give you an extra patty on one burger.
Man, see, now I am craving Krystal like nonstop.
Yeah, I would like to eat a nice burger today.
Well, that's not Krystal, but that's okay. Have you had a Krystal?
Yeah, the little small burgers. Yeah.
Burgers.
What do you call them? Sliders?
No, that's that's a hippie word. Get that slider. Nobody used the word sliders back in the 80s and 90s.
Sorry, a miniature appetizer.
It's a Krystal burger, but it's not really a burger's like you going 1 from 10 for the free throw line and say, you tried. That's what a burger is there. There's a Krystal in Franklin, Columbia, and Lawrenceburg. Thank you, 0248. This is fantastic. 3337 says, high karate we put on after we shaved back in the day. Do you have shaving lotion or do you dry shave?
No, I use shaving cream.
All right, I dry shave.
Oh, boy.
In the shower.
You, sir, are a gremlin.
I am, right? I mean, I am the landman could be about me.
It really could. If only,
Is Chase coming back today? Do we need to know? All right, we'll take a break. The Vandy women, they're down 25-13. Look, they still got time. As they said, it's not over till it's over. Bluktarski told us in Animal House. We'll take a break. Let us know how you're doing today. 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. 102.5 The Game brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. David Vincent. David, thank you. There is not a Krystal in Belmead. There's one on Charlotte Pike in West Nashville. Rich people don't eat Krystal. They don't.
Sure about that?
They don't. The rich people aren't going to a Krystal in Belmead. So thank you, David. One on Charlotte Pike in West Nashville. Real quick, Dr. Crane. For some reason, I've been for years subscribed to this LinkedIn job list, and there's a job that came through that says matches my preferences. The job, Director of Marketing Communications. Do you know where it is? Father Ryan High School.
Interesting.
So I'm putting you down to apply for Director of Marketing and Communications at your alma mater.
Thank you.
And we're going to put Jim Wyatt as a reference.
Okay.
Who else we got?
Lou Graham.
Lou Graham.
There you go.
Mike Mammarelli. You know him?
I do know the Mammarellis. Yeah.
Yep. By the way, I put him on his butt in a football game one time.
Did you?
Took honor at that. Who else? We need 4. So we got Mike Mammarelli, we got Jim Wyatt, Lou Graham, and then what's the dude play for the Patriots?
Jawan Williams.
Jawan Williams.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Okay. So there you go. So congratulations on your new job as Director of Marketing Communications at Father Ryan.
Thanks. They're going to love it when I walk in. They're going to be like, oh, Mr. Frazier, back again. You'll be known. You'll be loved.
Yeah, well done. Which means, you know who else loves Tennessee?
I love Tennessee.
We love Elvis. Could I have taken him in a fight?
I don't know. You might.
We love Elvis.
Oh, my gosh. That is so great, man. Thank you for all that.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks for saying that out loud on the airwaves, Joe.
You're welcome, buddy. Gino says, Joe, I'm curious, in high school, did you do cold lunches? If so, when eating a sandwich, did you ever open the sandwich and stuff chips in the middle for crunch? Heck yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. Still do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do a Subway, like a chicken teriyaki, and I'll put Doritos in the middle of all that. Are you listening with me?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I was watching the Vandy game. They're heating up.
What's the score now, buddy?
27-25.
It was 25-13 not long ago, and now it's 27-25. Notre Dame leading Vanderbilt with 1:30 left in the first half. And again, I need Vandy. Oh, they got the ball. Yeah. I need Vandy to beat Notre Dame by 70.
Okay. You're just not a big Notre Dame fan.
Byron says, I prefer the burger and fries from White Castle with that chili pup and corn pup from Krystal helps balance it out in the competition.
Interesting.
So I've never been to White Castle. Maybe I'll have to go one day.
I mean, White Castle's pretty darn good. I mean, when I had football practice over down the street from the White Castle off Thompson Lane, I mean, it was the go-to spot.
All right, I'm getting 2104 says there's a Krystal on Murfreesboro Road and Bell Road. I've stopped there many nights after closing down the old Olympia Sports Bar. Is there a Krystal that close to us at Murfreesboro and Bell Road?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good then.
Mister, I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, no, that's that way, not that way.
Yeah, other way.
Yeah, you were wrong on that, buddy.
Sorry.
3337 with a very serious question. Do you think Krystal was big back in the day because everybody was poor back then?
Actually, everybody was rich on life. You could say whatever about your financial structure, but I feel like Krystal's was the, upper echelon of fast food.
All right, Paul said, look, this is great. Friday afternoon, who cares, right? We're throwing it out there. Paul says the Krystals in Belle Meade is now a Waldo's chicken.
Oh, that's some pretty good chicken.
Is it worth knocking down a Krystal for Waldo's chicken?
No.
By the way, how are the Colorado Rockies doing?
Rockies, they take place tonight for Game 1. They play the Miami Marlins.
Why are we staggering this stuff out?
Just because they don't want everybody playing on the first day. It would have been too much overstimulation for a baseball fan like
So
me.
what happens on May the 7th?
There'll still be some baseball games.
Can everybody not play on the same day? Is that too much?
I think the only day that they will play on the same day is, I guess, the last day of the season, and I think
Everybody.
Yeah, and then
Everybody plays on Saturday.
right before the All-Star break, maybe. I'd have to go back and look at the full schedule, but yeah, there are a few days where everybody's playing on the same day. But it's opening. Look.
No. During the season, they all play on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but not every single team plays on that exact day. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Every team plays in the weekends.
Yes, but they're not. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. Can't get along with baseball. Give it to me what you got.
Prime example.
All right.
Yesterday, St. Louis Cardinals had opening day at Busch Stadium.
Sure.
Right? That was a Thursday game. They're off today. They're not playing today. Then they play Saturday, Sunday. There is a day in between each series you play unless you're on a tight schedule when you get into the meat of the schedule.
That's what I'm talking. So this is only the beginning of the season.
Right.
But like in May, June, July, they're playing on the weekends.
Yeah.
When did baseball become – baseball has always been soft. Now this is just ridiculous.
All right. Now you're pushing buttons, Joe.
This is ridiculous.
No, the softest sport on planet Earth, we can say it, is professional basketball.
I think there's not a doubt it's baseball.
No.
Guys go in the DL because they –
broke their hand? Yeah, that happens.
they tie in their shoe and they pulled a hamstring. It's some nonsense.
Look, I understand from a pitcher's perspective if you have to throw a baseball and then you start to get some sort of arthritis in your shoulder or you can't throw because your elbow is just out of socket.
Okay.
You have to get Tommy John surgery
That's
because the tendon.
that's the extreme here, pal.
Not necessarily. I mean,
How many guys are getting Tommy John? Like you're telling me like half the league has Tom? No.
I-
Baseball is the softest sport.
Okay.
By far. You know what sport you'll never argue about being soft? Football. Never. Don't start. Unless you're talking about punters. Or kickers.
What about the whole concussion protocol thing? Is that soft? No.
What in the world?
I'm just asking.
It's gone to half. Notre Dame's over Vanderbilt 31-26. You can listen to the Vandy women's game over 94-9. The Fan. Is our buddy join us next? I
Yes.
got no details about it. We're just going to bring him on.
Yeah, sounds great.
Sean Henry.
And he's a big baseball fan.
I'm not doing this again. I'm not getting double team on baseball by two bozos.
That's what she said.
We'll get to him here next.
Let's go to break the Jason Big Joe Show. 102.5 The Game.
Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. I'm back. Sorry. Had to deal with some business. We say hello to Sean Henry, CEO of the Nashville Predators, who is with us now, because I would not miss an interview with Sean Henry. How are you, Sean?
I was a little sad when I heard you were missing out on us, so I'm glad you're back in. What a good surprise. Good walk-in music. Life is good despite the score last night.
Yeah, I know. But you know what's – and I know nobody wants to talk this way or hear this. I mean, it was a good game, played well enough to win. Unfortunately, it just didn't go that way. But when you watch this team and how they have played as of late, it's fun, right? I mean, of seeing just how competitive these guys are.
Well, you win 5 out of 6. Heck yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, right.
And like you said, the games have been fun. And you know, who's scoring, how they're scoring, getting contributions, up and down the lineup. Both juices are playing just incredibly well. It has been fun, really fun.
You knew when you guys signed him, Steven Stamkos was already going to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame. You saw him early in his career in Tampa, but to see what that guy has done, having a terrible, as he would probably put it, start in October and November, to then almost be at 40 goals on March 27th is absolutely remarkable.
It really is. I hope he gets to 40, if not more. I think Phil is going to flirt with it, if not get there. And it's fun to see. Whenever you have, 2 scorers, or hitting high numbers, it's fun to watch them drive each other in a really good, healthy way. And after one of them scores, I like the reaction of the other guy, on the bench. So the team is having fun, and you see that, I think, or I hope you do.
Yeah, I definitely think you do. I'll give Joe the honors of tomorrow night in being Mike Fisher and Carrie Underwood bobblehead night, because I know he has an affinity for Mike Fisher.
Well, he should. Really, both of them mean so much to the organization. I mean, Carrie has performed solo, I'm guessing probably 8, 9 shows here, and then has hosted the CMAs in our building. Gosh, I bet 10 times, if not more. So his contributions on the ice and in the community, hers in the building and in the community, really make him a pretty important couple to our franchise.
Did you two arrive at the same time? You came in 2010, right?
I came in September 2010, and Mike came in late January, early February of 2011, so the same season. And he catapulted us to our first ever second-round appearance, and then obviously our second-round appearance into the Stanley Cup. And he was our captain then, and then came back, if you remember, in the middle season of our President's Trophy year.
Yeah, can you put in words what he meant or still means to the Nashville Predators?
I wasn't here when Forsberg, allowed his team to trade him here. That was a pretty big day. And Forsberg's one of the greatest players, in the history of the game. Unfortunately, he was hurt when he got here and didn't play a lot in the playoffs. But I put Mike in the same way. I mean, he wanted a trade here when it looked like Ottawa was going to maybe go into some type of rebuild. He asked for the trade here. This is where he wanted to be. And then he re-signed here twice. I mean, it really means a lot when one of the league's marquee players says, this is where I want to be, comes here, helps the team evolve on so many fronts, in the community, what we're doing for players' health, obviously on the ice, and then resigns here twice and has been such a strong alumni member, revolving around youth hockey, what we do, from a foundation standpoint. And it's fun when you see him in the building, it just lights everyone up. It really does. We had a celebration of life for Sheila Crisp last week or 2 weeks ago, and no surprise, Mike was one of the first people there.
He's such a good dude. You know what? I was at a game recently in the crowd, and there was 2 people there. They were from Bowling Green. They came down. They're watching the game. First game they've been to a Preds game in years, and you guys did the live shot from the hospital with the young kid that was battling cancer. And to see their emotion, Sean, in the crowd, and to see that, and they're like, oh, I had no idea they did this. It went far beyond just like them seeing that. Like, they were interested about getting involved and all that. Was that the goal for all this, to bring awareness to the foundation and to make these young men and women who are battling their lives every day, to just let people know how much people love them?
Yeah, and there are, I guess, 4 individual call-outs during a game. The 4 military hero of the night. We have our teacher of the night we recognize. We have our employee of the night. Oh, I'm sorry, we also have a youth hockey player of the night. And then, of course, put a spotlight on a child and family that are going through a tough time. Because if you can take the energy of 17,000 people and throw it on them, it's always emotional. It means a lot for them. It really does. So part of it is just taking our game's energy and making 4 or 5, 6 different people feel really good each and every night. And then the other part is bringing a little bit of awareness to everyone can get that same type of recognition in their own way. And that was really a Mike Fisher thing of, if we all do our own part every day, Nashville's a better place to be.
Sean Henry is with us, CEO of the Nashville Predators. How we talk about the passion of this fan base. I mean, how excited does it make you all when you see people talking about the GM search and tweets about that and asking, hey, what's the latest, and showing how excited they are while also supporting Barry and what he's doing with his team right now?
I think it's what makes us so unique as a sports market. There's a reason our players love playing here. The reason why Barry wanted to come back here is the reason I absolutely love it and my family does, and why you guys do. Our fans care about the team. They care about the people around the team. They care about the future of the team. And that manifests in a lot of different ways, sometimes in an angry email or passionate text or tweet, and sometimes just, rah-rah. But you bring all that together under one, it all has one meaning. Everybody wants us to be bigger and better than we are today, and that's a good thing.
Well, and I know that search is ongoing. Notice I didn't ask you, hey, what's the latest with the GM search? I tried to be creative there.
Well, you can ask me.
What's the latest with the GM search?
It's ongoing. And the next time I'll talk about it is when we announce them.
Oh, man, that's great. You burned him. Well
I
done.
know. I set him up for it. That's what friends do, right?
Well done on that one. Here's the dumbest question of the day you're going to get asked. Are you guys, and I know this the answer already, but you guys are already planning like you're making the playoffs, right? I mean, that's already a given.
Well, I'm hoping we're making the playoffs, and I won't be surprised when we make the playoffs. And we always plan for the playoffs as far as what are we going to do next, here or there.
Right.
Obviously, there are a lot of things you got to plan literally months out. Like we bring in a lot of dehumidification, extra refrigeration for the building. We order that in December. And you know what? If you don't make the playoffs, well, you pay for all that equipment anyway because it takes about 2 weeks to get it installed, but you got to get it in advance. Some of the giveaways, that we'll bring in for the playoffs, if we don't play that many games that we plan for, they, forward on to next year to some degree. Some are, are dead in the water on because they literally say playoffs.
Right.
And with the year on it. But, yeah, of course you do. And I have a pretty good track record. It's my, 16th season. And I guess we missed the playoffs 4 of those 16 years, which makes it a lot of fun. And, when you do miss them, it gives you the opportunity to rebuild the team a little bit, like the past 2 missed playoffs did. We got, really good draft picks. We kept all of our draft picks the past 4 seasons, which has allowed us to really start stockpiling, prospects at a really high level. I think we have 30 to 33 picks over the next 3 years. I think 16 or so in the top 100. I'm really excited about the future. And, Adam could pick this up in his segment coming out of it. That, my gosh, the Preds, are they bad for 15 years in a row? When are they going to just suck forever? Hey, Adam, we're not going to.
Get it? Yeah. I'm here for all that. Yes.
Look, missing the playoffs 2 out of 3 years is a big setback. The last time we did that is, when we traded away some of our, fan favorites and veterans and got players back like Jan Krok and Phil Forsberg, and then opened the gates up for Roman Josi and Eki and the stars that we all fell in love with in the teens into the 20s. And I think they're starting to see that emerge right now. So,
look,
and I'm only joking, Adam. I love your commentary.
Well, I was going to throw this out there because
I'm only joking. He's not listening.
I'm sure. I'm sure he is. I'm sure you have heard Big Joe's support of Barry Trotz. That if when you guys make the playoffs, that Barry Trotz just needs to walk around Bridgestone Arena with his shirt off, basically pounding his chest of I showed you.
Yes.
Barry has said to me that I don't think anybody wants to necessarily see that. That was his response. But maybe there's something fun we could do with Adam when the Predators make the playoffs.
Oh, I know I'll have fun with it. But just so you know, Barry Trotz was in my office right before this, pumping me up for this,
Okay.
For each other's a hype club. And neither one of us had a shirt on. So we're getting ready for the playoffs. We're practicing for you guys.
Look, I need him with like a big gold Preds chain, just walking around like.
I'm telling you, Sean,
what's up?
If he does this, it'll be the #1 story forever with sports teams. General manager who people got mad at makes the playoffs, and he's going to walk the entire concourse, the entire game, not just one period, the entire game.
Well, I'll take a step further. Every year we make the playoffs for the next 10, 15 years, he should do the same thing, because his first year stepping in the role, working side by side with David, he peeled back a lot of fan favorites and veterans to get some really good draft picks. And then we missed the playoffs that year. The next year, surprisingly, we made the playoffs earlier than we thought. Again, we didn't trade any assets. We kept who we had. So we kept all of our draft picks. The next year, we missed the playoffs. Again, traded a few players out to stock and pile more. What he did at the draft deadline this year, I knew it was a genius. I really did. I mean, he kept some pieces, traded away some pieces, so kind of protected us on either way. But it was really about clearing the decks to let some of our budding stars start getting some, real playing time and meaningful slots where they should be. And I think the results speak for themselves. So ideally, this does push us into the playoffs. If it doesn't, it takes us as a franchise a step further to where we want to be.
Yep, I totally agree with you. Sean, appreciate the time as always, and we will be watching and be there tomorrow night.
All right, when you guys sign up at 3 o'clock, if you want to hop on over, Barry and I are practicing some body art if you want to join in.
we'll be right there. We'll bring the paint.
All right, guys. Hey, tell Ricky to stay away from my car, too. Only have security.
I will.
The weirdos.
Thank you, Sean.
See you guys.
See ya.
Oh, the inside joke is lovely.
Oh, it is. It is for sure. I appreciate Sean for joining us. We'll come back with celebrity birthdays. What day is it? And wrap it all up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. We don't have a lot of time, so let's speed through this with what day is it and celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list it is Celebrate Exchange Day, International Whiskey Day, National Joe Day, shout out to Joe.
Hey, shout out to Joe.
National Scribble Day, Quirky Country Music Song Titles Day, No Homework Day, National Spanish Paella Day, World Theater Day, and that's it. Okay.
Very
All right,
nice.
time for birthdays. Chase, you go
Speed
first.
round.
How old is former Villanova national champion Ed Pinckney? How old is he today?
71.
70,
63. Dr. Crane, Randall Cunningham.
67,
64.
63. Chase up 1-0. Chaser, Buster Posey.
42.
44,
39. Dr. Crane, Quentin Tarantino.
79,
82.
63. Chaser, Mariah Carey.
57.
53,
56. 2-0 Chase. Chase, how old is Fergie?
45.
40,
51. Dr. Crane, how old is Brenda Song? She's married to the dude from Home Alone. I forget his name
38,
right now.
Macaulay Culkin,
Yes.
38,
40.
38 exactly.
Nice.
Here goes the winner. Here it is. How old is number 2? Michael York. He was Austin Powers' assistant. Michael York, great British actor. Chase, how old's Michael York for the win?
He was Basil.
Basil.
63.
81,
84. So close. We're going real quick. How old is keyboard player Tony Banks of Genesis, Dr. Crane?
59,
75.
76 at the buzzer. Chase McKay brings it home. Amazing. We love Chase.
He's great. He does a good job. That is going to do it for us. It's been a fun week. Have a good weekend, a safe weekend. And JoJo, enjoy Key West. We'll see you when you get back.
Thank you, brothers. Our message all the time this weekend, guys, do something for yourself. It's not selfish. It's deserving. Know that you're awesome. Know that your journey sometimes gets a little disheveled on the way, but it's a great journey. It's your journey. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You are uniquely, wonderfully, and fearfully made. Know how much we love you. You're kicking ass, man. Know that, and know more importantly than anything else, how much God loves you.
Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD is next here on 102.5 The Game.